Frosty, that's how we'll kick off this very important weekend. We've got mornings in the 30s expected. We'll let you know what to expect for the remainder of the weekend.
And it's time for the mini marathon on Saturday, but today it's all about picking up those packets and getting ready for the big race.
And what better way to kick off May than with the king of the track himself. We've got IMS President Doug Bowles joining us live here in studio to break down all the big events coming up over the next couple of weeks. And the first major event of May is expected to have a frosty start. Ooh, it's going to be chilly. Thousands are going to take part in tomorrow's mini marathon. Huge crowds will be lining the route to cheer them on. And if you are, bundle up.
Yes, meteorologist Rob Ellis joins us today. How chilly are we talking here?
I think it's really going to depend on where you are, but for downtown, we're thinking mid-30s. I think it's definitely going to be chilly. The runners, I think, are actually going to enjoy this.
That's pretty good,
This is good news for them. They will like that, and it will begin to climb into the 40s as the race wears on. Now, the thing we're going to be watching is how quickly will these clouds that you're looking at right now in this live picture from Carmel, how quickly will those begin to move out, clear out for tonight to allow a little bit of cooling, to allow the temperatures to drop down into those 30s. We do think that that's going to happen, but look, we're only into the 50s for most locations and not even mid-50s for many of you. It is really much, much cooler because of all the cloud cover that's been in place. We also have some scattered showers that have been breaking out, kind of driven by that peak heating of the day. We think these will likely settle down a bit as we get into the next several hours, but showers are certainly going to be possible. Most of this is relatively light and will probably stay light even if we get some showers into the overnight. But it's those clouds that once they clear out, it'll allow these 50s to drop quite a bit. For the next several hours, if you do have plans for this evening, let's call it mostly cloudy skies for the next couple of hours. Temperatures will probably stay in the 50s until we get that clearing, and then a very quick clearing through the overnight with temperatures mid-30s for most of you, maybe a little warmer to the south where we do have those clouds in place. Frost advisories are in place and freeze warnings to the north because of those cold temperatures. For the mini tomorrow, we are expecting 30s to start, heading into the 40s. A spotty shower couldn't be ruled out, and I'll show that to you on Future Track coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, see you in a few, Rob. Thank you. Well, the temperature may not show it, but May is here, and runners will be taking their mark tomorrow morning in the 500 Festival Mini Marathon.
It is the 50th running of the Mini, and tens of thousands of people are expected to run tomorrow. Brandon Schaff joins us live from the Indiana Convention Center, and that's where they're picking up packets before heading to the starting line tomorrow morning. And Brandon, what do runners look like? What are you seeing out there? How's everyone feeling?
Yeah, Felicia, Dustin out here at the Indiana Convention Center for the expo ahead of the mini marathon. Lots of different varying levels of experience when it comes to these runners, but they're all excited regardless of how many times they've done this, or maybe it's their first time. And it's sold out. There are no more spots. 30,000 participants expected here, and lots of people excited and really feeling the energy of the month of May as this all gets started tomorrow with that mini marathon. For the second straight year, the mini marathon is sold out. As I mentioned, 30,000 participants are expected at that starting line on Saturday. The 500 Festival actually upped the intake for this mini since they anticipated people would want to be a part of this milestone race.
With our 50th running, there's a lot of history here, a lot of people who have participated for years and years. So I think people are just so excited to kick off May in the best way with tons of their community members and fellow friends and neighbors.
I mean, I've run races all over the world. This is one of my favorites, and mostly because of all the entertainment. And it's a huge event. It's really well organized, and yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So this is Russell's fourth year in a row at the Mini. He'll be running the 5K and half marathon back to back, and his advice is to not be nervous and make sure to layer up to be ready for the weather. And important for anybody who is signed up to participate in the Mini on Saturday, you have until 8 p.m. tonight to come here and pick up your packet. You cannot get it before the race tomorrow. So definitely important to get out here to the convention center if you haven't already. We'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Brandon. That's Brandon live at the Convention Center.
All right, Rob's back now with a look at all the road closures for the Mini tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, because as we know, there's going to be a lot of folks this evening downtown, but also into tomorrow. And already some road closures are beginning. New York Street, right at West, everything west of there, heading eastbound here. But keep in mind, there's going to be a lot of different road closures that happen at different times. Really just two major ones that I want you to be aware of. And again, if you've lived in Indy any amount of time, you know that at this point, if you have to be downtown tomorrow at some point, there's just going to be a lot of road closures. West Street, this is going to start at 2 a.m. This is both northbound and southbound. This is all the way down to Washington Street. That's going to be closed at least until 2 p.m. tomorrow. And then Washington Street, that's going to also start at 2 a.m., but that's going to go until 9:45. There are additional road closures here. And keep in mind, of course, the track is going to have some traffic around it because of all of the road closures all along the course of the Mini Marathon. Real quickly, I wanted to get this in because we do have an issue on 70 westbound currently where it is closed. There's a live picture, 70 westbound through near Centerville Road here. We're just looking at traffic at a standstill. It is closed westbound, I'm understanding. I'll see if I can get more information for you and bring that to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Rob, keeping us ready. And don't forget, WTHR is your home for the Mini. We're going to have crews spread out all along the course to bring you all the action. You can watch live coverage of the race right here on Channel 13 starting at 6 a.m. Myself and Dustin will be out there. We're going to be close to the track.
We're going to be at the roundabout.
Yeah.
16th and Main Street in Speedway. Look forward to it. Come by and say hi.
So the Mini is just the beginning. There are several other big events in the month of May.
And we are here with the man who knows all about them, IndyCar President Doug Bowles. Thank you so much for making time to talk with us today.
Happy to be here. I'm just worrying a little bit about that cold weather in the morning because I'm going to try and run, and I'm not sure that I like that mid-30s.
Yeah, we were saying 30s is a little bit chilly even for the run.
So you become like the president, the mayor, the governor of Indiana.
I don't want any of those political positions. I love the Speedway one.
For the month of May, you become like the guy. How exciting, everything lined up for this month.
Yeah, and I love May so much, and when we get into May, it's really, to me, it's about community. It's about how do we talk about Indianapolis, and when you watch the porches get decorated and people just having their traditions, whether it's come to the Speedway or whether it's to cook out at home or do whatever they do, bring family together. That's what I so much love about it, is how just this whole community rallies around May, and we get ready for summer.
And so can you pick a favorite? I mean, it is so jam-packed with everything.
Well, race day for me, obviously. And I can pick a favorite 90 seconds, which is the back home again in Indiana, right before the race goes. Because for me, that's that moment I look around and I realize, so proud of the team that puts this race on. There's so many people that are so good at what they do. And then everybody in the venue that day is a Hoosier, no matter where they're from. And it's that opportunity on TV. We're on this international stage. To me, that's my favorite time of the month and the year.
Yes, as someone that became a Hoosier 4 years ago, you kind of have to be there and see it to believe it and really understand and feel the weight of it. I love the pageantry too. This could be shocking to you, but so many people have not been to the race yet. So many Hoosiers have not been there. What would you say to them and say they need to get out and take part in some of these festivities during the month of May?
Yeah, there are a lot of people that haven't been, and I get the question a lot, what should I do? It's going to be my first time. I say go with somebody who knows, who's been, because it's 350,000 people. It's intimidating. And for those people that haven't come, I say come out on a practice day or qualifying day. Just come out when there's not a lot of people, get a lay of the land. Then when you watch it at home or you listen at home, that gives you an idea you've been there, and then hopefully we get a chance for you to come back. Mostly though, I want people to just be really proud that the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is representing Indiana and Indianapolis in a way we can all be proud of, whether you want to be a race fan or come out or not.
Yeah, and we're taking a look at the screen right now at some of the other events going on. We've got the parade, for example, on May 23rd. This is a really big year, America's 250th. So what is the Speedway doing to celebrate America's birthday? It's always a very patriotic event anyway.
For sure. The logo's red, white, and blue. As you know, the pace car just got unveiled yesterday. It's red, white, and blue. So a lot of things there. And then pre-race, which is always important on Memorial Day Sunday to celebrate those men and women who serve in our armed forces. It's going to be really big pre-race, really celebrating our country's birthday. So that's really exciting. 110th running. It's the 100th anniversary of this town of Speedway this year. It'll be my 50th Indy 500 for me, which is kind of crazy, right? It's really, I'm 59, so hard to believe that time goes that fast.
Oh, man. Okay, and I heard you say this is, I think, especially key for people with kids or younger children. Consider a practice day.
Yeah, come out on a practice day.
That is a perfect time to
and 15 and under are free. So bring your kids out, and an adult buy a GA ticket, and as many kids as you can put in the car under 15, we're going to want them to come in.
Yeah.
So one of my earliest memories is I must have been in kindergarten or first grade. My dad taking me on a Sunday afternoon to the time trials. And it became a tradition. For sure. This is what we do and what we do with our kids. So
that's wonderful.
Looking forward to it.
That's what the race is so much about, tradition and generational. It's awesome you have that memory.
Thanks for coming in, Doug.
Thanks for having me.
Forward to the month
It's gonna be a
ahead.
great month.
That's right.
A wonderful month. Okay, Rob, we got plans.
I know, and it doesn't look like a morning in May with 30s in the forecast, 36. But look, it's going to be slow to warm up. We've got several more mornings in the 30s. I'll talk about it coming up.
To achieve peace. Plus, gas prices are up and we're all trying to save some money. Ahead, I'll tell you what's the deal with the easy steps to take right now that can keep a little bit of cash in your pocket.